Hey y'all, and welcome back to the channel. To my subbies, thank you for staying subscribed. If you're passing by, I hope this content is good enough for you to subscribe. And if you're seeing me for the first time, hey there, I'm Miss Lukas, a Namibian based in Nairobi, Kenya, and I would really appreciate a subscribe. Please subscribe, hit that notification bell so that you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. It's been about 10 months since I relocated from home, Namibia, to Nairobi, Kenya. I relocated on the 3rd of November 2023, and by the time I'm filming this video, it's on the 7th of August 2024. And honestly, nobody prepared me for this journey of relocation or just living in another country, let alone Nairobi. So in this video, I'm just going to share with you guys things that I wish I knew before my relocation, or things that I wish I had someone to tell me about to prepare me mentally. I hope what I'm gonna share in this video will help you settle on your relocation, especially if you're relocating to Nairobi and also some other parts of the world. So yeah, let's get straight into the video. First thing that I wish I knew was getting my SIM card at the airport as soon as I landed. Now, it also depends on what time of the day that you're landing, but if you're relocating to Nairobi or most probably coming to Nairobi for a few more days and you'll need a SIM card, I would urge you to get your SIM card as soon as you land. Safaricom has a mobile home at the airport, so please go into that mobile home, ensure that you have your SIM card and set up your M-Pesa and deposit money into your M-Pesa. Honestly, if you have your M-Pesa set up on the get-go, you would have a smooth landing, because with your M-Pesa, you are able to pay for your Uber as soon as you leave. You are also able to move around the following day up until you are settled. So I would advise that you first get your SIM card at the airport. So it depends. If you have someone here in Nairobi that is picking you up, that is good. But if you don't have anybody, I would urge that you use your Uber. Just download the Uber app. If you don't have Uber wherever you're coming from, download the Uber app, and as soon as you land, you can either link your credit or debit card, or if you have your M-Pesa app, you can pay with your M-Pesa. So basically, you would be sorted in this regard. It just makes work, honestly, easier for you if you get set up. Because I remember when I landed, I didn't sort that out at all. I went to my Airbnb, and the following day when I needed to go around, it was a bit of a hassle. Had I gotten that SIM card at the airport, I swear things would have been easier for me. So please, if you're coming to Nairobi or relocating, first things first, get the SIM card at Safaricom while at the airport. All right. The second thing, which I wish I knew before relocating to Nairobi, was really, honestly for me, changing my mindset and not settling, especially when it comes to accommodation. Do not settle when it comes to accommodation. So let me give you guys the background. When I landed, in fact, when I was still at home, I knew I wanted to get an apartment. I was on Property 24 looking for an apartment and stuff like that. But then it got to me like, no, I need to come to Nairobi so that I can view the apartments myself. But then at the same time, I was in contact with a friend whom I met through work, because obviously you guys know I came here because of work. So I got linked up with a friend and they told me a certain location which was closer to my office. So what I did was book an Airbnb for the entire November. But also at the back of my mind, I was like, okay, this is a fully finished Airbnb. If I go to the Airbnb and I like it, I might as well stay in the Airbnb instead of me going to look for places, because honestly, apartment hunting is draining and I also didn't want to go through that. So I was just like, okay, if I get an Airbnb, I'd rather take it. So while I was still in contact with my host was actually the one that arranged for not an Uber. It was actually just a normal taxi to pick me up at the airport. I mean, this was convenient for me in terms of the person knew where the apartment was and stuff like that. But had I known, I would have just taken an Uber, because obviously due to the person waiting for me, those are like extra charges. But that's also what I wanted, because I prioritized safety. But had I known what I know now, I would have taken that Uber and not just the taxi services. But yeah, Back to the accommodation. So my host, I liked the apartment, and when I was checking it out, liked it, and I also initiated the conversation with my host that I would want to take up a long-term stay instead of just paying monthly. And we negotiated, and she was ready to give me a contract. But then I was also like, okay, let me come to the place, and then I'll say a few days, then we start with the contract. And thank God I didn't go through that contract because, oh my God, these Airbnb showed me flames. The first thing, I would go to work normally, nice, and then when it's weekend, power was gone. I don't know. Hey, character building. In just 2 weeks in Nairobi, my character has already built when it comes to accommodation. So I never used to have power in the weekend. Like, oh, I would have power and then sometimes it goes off. Guys, it really used to be a struggle that it used to frustrate me. I even went to complain to Airbnb, made calls that please cancel this Airbnb so I get a new one. It went to that point. So while I was still in this Airbnb, one thing that I learned is, first of all, make sure that you get a place that has a backup generator. There is no load shedding to say in Nairobi, but in this certain area that I was at, in this certain apartment, oh my God, power was always off. They'd say they're fixing something. So that's what I learned. Get a place that has a backup generator. And besides that, also get a place that has a borehole. I don't know what they use boreholes for, but those are the two things that now I do not compromise at all. I think you guys saw also in the apartment video that I was going around. I made sure those are the two things. Not two, the list is long, but those two, they need to be there. So I would say, first of all, don't select an apartment while you're still not in Nairobi. Come and view the apartments yourself, because obviously, don't trust the internet, guys. Some apartments could be smaller and whatnot, and maybe they're not to your liking. And if you send someone to view it for you on your behalf, it could be that it's their taste and not your taste. So I would advise that you come to Nairobi, you stay in an Airbnb for a few weeks. Make sure that you are moving into your apartment on the first, because it's obviously easier, but view the apartment. So also that's what I did. Stayed in an Airbnb, and then thereafter I started viewing. I was literally viewing a lot of apartments. I think every day after work I had an apartment to be. And that's how I learned Nairobi. Just in the first month, I went through a lot of places in this Nairobi. So yeah, that I would really advise you guys, come on ground and view the apartments themselves. And then the one thing, as soon as you land, because I know it's due to the algorithm and also location, TikTok should be your best friend. Go on TikTok, look for those apartments on TikTok. And the one thing that I've also mentioned in one of my previous videos, it's the fact that some of the apartments, not some, most of the apartments would ask for 2 months deposit, 1 month rent. So meaning before you move into an apartment, you'll have to pay rent times 3. So just be aware of that. As I know for SADC people like myself, we don't do that. It's usually 1 month. This apartment that I'm in now, I got it in 1 month. It was like 1 out of 20 apartments that I got, and got it on a 1 month notice. So you would get the 1 month notice, but very, very rare. And to top it all off, some agents would ask for a viewing fees. And also, when you're checking them out on TikTok, please ask them, is there a viewing fee, just in case there is, because some people might even assume that you know that there's a viewing fee. And this one, I honestly, I don't know. The viewing fee part, I never understood it. And other trick, let me whisper. The other trick that I'll tell you guys is, come, let me whisper, because the agents might get mad at me, but yeah. So basically, if you're looking for a place and the agent doesn't want to share the location, you can actually take a picture of it and Google search the image. It will most probably show you the location where it is. And the good thing about this, you can walk to an apartment and ask them for viewing without having an agent involved. So yeah, freebies. I just wish someone told me about the 2 months deposit. I wish someone told me about the agents. I also wish someone told me about the cookers. Oh my God, most of the apartments that you would find don't have stoves. They call them cookers here. And especially if you're coming from SADC, you know, we're so used to an apartment that is semi-furnished, as in it has a cooker and then it has the built-in cupboards. Here you'll find apartments that don't have cookers. You have to buy your own stove, and I'm just like, For me, I was just lucky. I swear I was lucky that I got this apartment with a stove. And even now, when I look for an apartment, I make sure that it has a cooker. I don't understand the concept of buying a cooker. But the one thing about the cookers here is they have gas. So most of the time you'd find a four cooker, three of the stoves would use gas and then one is electricity. So this is just nice to save power and also for backup. But I like this concept, only that the buying of the cooker, that one I don't understand. Yeah. The third thing that I wish someone told me about is when it comes to getting furniture for your apartment. So after going through that shindig, the drama of the Airbnb, because initially I didn't want to buy furniture, right? But then I was just like, okay, you know what? Okay, I know who I am. I know what I like. I'm going to finish my apartment the way I like it, which is also good than getting an Airbnb, right? I mean, everything turned out for the better, for the good for me. But when it comes to buying furnitures, especially in SADC, you'd go to a furniture shop, the Louis, the Beers, the Games, and many other furniture shops, yeah. But here, if you're going to the shop, it's maybe if you want like a very high-end piece. I would advise that you visit the carpentries alongside the roads. Those ones, oh my god. The work is good. It's something that you would buy in a shop, only that this time around, it's somebody's work. So there are a lot of workstations here when it comes to carpentry. You'd find a lot of them on social media, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, whatever the case might be. I would just advise that you go there physically and view the item that you want to buy instead of calling, paying, and not even seeing the item. So also that's what I did. My couch, oh my god, I love my couch. I got it at one of these other places. I'll see if I can put the name somewhere here. I went to that place. I picked whichever I wanted and I got what I wanted. It was delivered within a day and it was half of the price that I would pay had I gone to a shop, because I also went to the furniture shops, compared the prices. The furniture shops, the prices were up there. So I would advise, especially if you're on a budget or you just want, also, it's not necessarily that you're on a budget, it can also be that you just want something nice. Plus you're also supporting local and supporting a family that needs something from this business. So guys, support the furniture guys alongside the roads. Those guys, they come in handy. The items are so good. Just go there, verify, because obviously you also find the fake ones, the used ones, and the whatnot. So yeah, that's the one thing that I would advise. And if you're coming from SADC or wherever in the world, there's no need for you to bring your furniture to Kenya. No. Don't import. It's just a matter of you coming to choose your furniture that you want for your place. Okay. When it comes to buying second-hand furniture, I have a reservation on that. I would literally only buy second-hand if I know of an expert, like maybe a former colleague who is leaving the country and needs to get rid of these items. I would. If I have to go to Facebook, I would be skeptical about it because they are also scammers. But maybe if you find something on Facebook and you like it, why not try it? Just be vigilant of scammers and ensure that the item that you're buying would last you longer. The fourth thing that I wish I knew before relocating to Nairobi is, and I would advise this for anyone relocating honestly, is make sure that in your first month, sort out the bureaucracy. The bureaucracy as in your paperwork. I came here because of work, so my employer was responsible for my work permit, my KRA PIN, and all the other documents. But please, whatever reason you're coming and you're relocating, have that sorted. Don't be in a rush to travel. Have that sorted out first. You're going to have your KRA PIN, which in this case is NAMRA, and you're going to be exempted from tax. Obviously, you would need it. It's even better for you to sort that out before you start buying stuff. I think for me, what I did, I started buying things because my employer was taking a bit of time when it comes to sorting out my permits and stuff. And by the time I got it, I couldn't even claim that 25% or whatever percent that you get from tax. So what I would say is have that sorted. What you can get is your KRA PIN, your work permit, your ID in whatever capacity you're getting it in. You can also get your driver's license. If you already have a driver's license, it's just a matter of conversion. There's no need for you to go rewrite. Just make sure that you know your nearest police station and also your nearest hospitals. Have the numbers, know your surroundings before you start traveling And the one important thing also, open a bank account. And the one thing that I've actually observed while I was doing research when it comes to bank accounts, which is different from what they offer in Namibia. So here in Kenya, say for instance, Stanchart, which is one of the biggest banks here, you can open a shillings account, a Kenya shillings account, and a US dollar account. Now, for me, I just wanted like, wow, I wish I was told this, because then I would have sorted this long time ago. Because, oh my God, when I landed, guys, I was still using my NetBank account. Do you know the charges that I was being charged just for transacting in Kenya? Oh my God. Like per transaction, NetBank was charging me about 200 or 300 Namibian dollars just for withdrawals. I mean, if I put that money together, it's a lot. Honestly, it's a lot. So had I known, I would have opened this Stanchart account immediately as I got here. But also I couldn't open it because some of my bureaucracy documents were not available. If you can sort out your bureaucracy documents first and then you open your bank account, that'll be a smooth sailing. I know I get this question a lot in terms of how do you send money to Namibia and stuff like that. I still use my NetBank account for my payments back home, so it doesn't really affect me. But I think the easiest way one can do is you can go for these forex exchange places. I think that's the easiest way. If you guys know how one can send money from Kenya to Namibia, please let me know. But otherwise, I still use my NetBank account for my home bills and stuff like that. Yeah. All I know is I like this concept of having an account with two different currencies, especially if you're an expert. I just wish banks back home like NetBank had this option, because had I had a NetBank dollar account as in US dollars, not Namibian dollars, it would have just been easier. So Born, Bank of Namibia, NetBank, my bank, if you're listening to this, please give us these offers. Or maybe they do have them, but my banker maybe just did not tell me this information. So yeah, we need the dollar accounts in Namibia as well. Okay, please do what needs to be done. Bond. The fifth thing that I wish I knew before relocating, but this is maybe not so bad. Also, I'm not putting so much extreme on it. It's just learning how to speak Swahili. Obviously, if you learn how to speak Swahili, you have a smooth landing. It will just help you adapt well. Just know your basics, your greetings, because most of the people in Kenya speak English, but you just need Swahili to go about the day. If you go in supermarkets, people will speak to you in Swahili. If you go in Ubers, the first thing will speak is Swahili. So there's no need for you to take classes. As long as you have someone that is able to teach you, then you're good to go. But if you want to take classes and you're serious to that extent, go for it. But just know the basics. Have your Duolingo already, know the greetings, just know the basics, honestly. Yeah. I really wish I knew about this, because I think I was ignorant when it comes to language. I was just like, everyone speaks English most. But when I came here, I'm experiencing Swahili because it was actually my first time in East Africa. Yeah, it was actually my first time in East Africa. Yeah. So I didn't experience the Swahili language. So now that I came here, I was just like, yeah. I need to get to it. The sixth thing which I wish I knew before relocating, but I think I can give myself a 5 out of 5 on this one. I think I did a better job at it, is ensuring that I filled up my medication and did all my doctor appointments in Namibia before I left. Especially if you're coming to Kenya to job hunt and not you coming for a job already, I would advise you do that. So what I did is I made sure that I stocked up on my painkillers, the basics that I usually use, the flu medications, because some medications are actually different. I know I don't get Vicks here, I don't get Puma here, but luckily I came with that stocked up. So when I had flu, I always use that, because that's also what works for me. I, however, cannot speak about the expenses when it comes to hospital bills, because my medical aid sorts this out for me. Even when I had the moon boot on, when I did physio, it sorted that out for me. But all I can say is the efficiency, 10 over 10 minus nothing. So last week I went to get new specs. I went to an optics in the morning. I think my appointment was at 10. By the time I left, which was 11-ish, everything was already in order. They only told me to wait for 2 hours to get my specs. And because I couldn't wait for 2 hours around CBD, I went home and my specs were delivered at my doorstep 2 hours later. Now I look at it in Namibia 2 years ago when I got my specs. It took a week, I think, for me to get them. Did they tell me about something coming from South Africa? You know, that type of vibe. This one, I got everything in the same day. Everything at my doorstep. I was like, wow. The service that you get here, I like it. I like it. I like it. Since I don't know about the pricing, I would just say sort out your medications from home. And if you have medical aid, oh wow, good. The seventh thing that I wish I knew before relocating, which would have made my relocating smoother, was knowing how to choose my area. Because when I chose the first area, it was due to a friend, and I understand. But then when I went there, I also realized this is not my lifestyle. This is not how I want to live. So also what I would just say is, whatever area you are choosing to stay, make sure that the activities that you do happen in that area. Say for instance, for myself, in that area, I like running. I could not run because it's so crowded and I felt so suffocated. So every time I now look for a place, I make sure that the area is safe for me. I'm also able to run. I'm just able to do the things that, set my soul on fire. Don't be in a place that you are not able to do the things that you like doing. Okay? The eighth aspect of things that I wish I knew before relocating was relationships. This one, not even my mother prepared me for it. Honestly, relationships in whatever forms, from friendship to family to lovers to whatever type of relationships. And this one applies for any expert that is relocating to wherever in the world. I swear, when you relocate, it's literally your pruning season, especially when it comes to friendships. You'll see the friends will be fewer, you don't talk to them most, you are not at most of your friends' activities because obviously you're miles away from them. And some obviously understand, some they catch. You'll see that some relationships in terms of friendship, they just part ways, which is also part of life. I remember the first few months, I used to call my friends every now and then I saw some of them were not even responding, some would respond when they do, and I get it because everyone moves on with their own life, right? But then I also saw that, okay, sometimes I was doing more effort than the rest, and I was like, you know what, if they call, if they don't call, it's fine. And I'm just like, it's fine, I'm not even catching anymore. I'm talking to those who want to be part of my life, and if you don't want to be, it's fine, we move. Foreign to papa, foreign to. So I saw that in this time I lost a few friends. Some maybe think we're still okay, but I'm also just like, okay, maybe we are, maybe we are not, whatever the case might be. It's just that. And when it comes to family, that's when you really appreciate your family the most. You will understand that they're the ones in your corner and they're always there for you. I'll share with you guys a personal story. I lost a cousin a few weeks ago, and it was weird, as in mourning someone and you are not there, everyone else is there. I remember a cousin of mine called me. She's like, oh Shiveli, sorry that you're going through this all by yourself, everyone is here and stuff. And they do understand that I couldn't travel that time. It's just one of those things that it's so difficult. Yes, your family members accept or understand, but then also you wish you could just go above and beyond and be there with them. So this is the first time I had to attend like the memorial online, the burial online, and in those moments I was just like, I wish I was with my family. Those are the things that you go through. And honestly, during this season, I'm appreciative of my family more than anything. Not that I'm not appreciative of them when I'm in Namibia, but I just, also because I'm growing up, guys, I just realized that family is everything. Other relationships would come and go. You need to have a good relationship with your parents, your siblings, your cousins, and whoever is around around because they'll always be in your corner. Now, as much as you're losing friendships, you're also making new friendships from different backgrounds, which is good. People that share the same aspirations as you, and also people that go through what you are going through, so you understand each other more. So I'm also just grateful of that journey. And also, to top it all off, because you're from different cultures, you get to understand other people's cultures, you get to be more open-minded and learn new things. And that's what when it comes to relationships. When it comes to lovers and whatnot, I have my reservations and I won't be saying them on here. All I'm saying is it takes two to tango. If it's a long distance relationship, the two of you should be willing to be in a long distance relationship. If one person is not and the other one is, it won't work. So yeah, overall, that's what I'm gonna say. The last one, like I said, guys, it's general. As long as you're an expert, you will go through these relationship dynamics and changes. So yeah, that's all for today's video, guys. I just wanted to share with you guys these things. Let me know if you guys enjoy such talks. Let me know what topic I should go for next. If you want me to expand on these, let me know in the comment section. I remember in my last vlog, some of you guys were complaining about my sound. I don't know. I fixed it now. I got a new mic also. Yo, guys, the way I'm investing in this equipment, please support, subscribe, like, comment. Please subscribe. I would really appreciate it. I'll see you guys next week Thursday to be a vlog. You guys know the drill. 1 week sit down, 1 week a vlog. So let me know what I should talk next in my video, and if you want me to expand on these, let me know in the comment section. Let's engage there. I'd really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys next time. Love, Miss Lukas.
I can see the stars align.